Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Hey there, good looking. I'm so glad you came to my kitchen today because I'm going to do a quick video on making poultry seasoning ourselves. Now, I know all the store shelves are emptying out of everything, and with Thanksgiving upon us, maybe they will not have poultry seasoning for anybody to have. And if that's the case, I want to sit there and show you. Have no fear, make your own. So, what we're going to sit there and do is, I'm going to get out my little trusty coffee grinder, or what I like to refer to as my spice grinder, because that's the only thing I use this little grinder for. So I'm going to remove the top, and we're just going to sit there, put it right here, and we're going to continue on with the recipe. Now we're going to be needing 1 teaspoon of ground sage. Go ahead, add that. 1 teaspoon of thyme, and this is one of the reasons why I do use my coffee grinder. I don't want these big old little things of thyme in it. I want it all ground up. So go ahead and add that. Now the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of marjoram. I don't have any marjoram. I'm not gonna run across town just to sit there and get a spice container of marjoram. I'm gonna sit there and use a substitution. My substitution is oregano. Now, if you're gonna sub out oregano for marjoram, one thing you need to know is you would use half the amount that is called for. So if you're using 1 teaspoon of marjoram for your recipe, but we're subbing it out for the oregano, use a half a teaspoon. And that's what I have here. Half a teaspoon of oregano. We have 1 teaspoon celery salt. We have 1 teaspoon black pepper, and the last ingredient, half a teaspoon of garlic salt. Now I'm going to sit there, put the top back on, and plug this all in, and we're going to sit there and run all of our seasonings through our spice grinder. So let's get to grinding up them spices. Just give it a few whirls. Okay, and another tip and trick I kept my original poultry seasoning container, and now I can just sit there, open that up, and add it all to this container that's already labeled poultry seasoning. Also, a word of caution, when you have fine powdered, like what's inside of my spice grinder, go ahead, give it a few taps, let it sit a little bit, let all them powders go back down, and you won't be inhaling it all in. Let's take a look at it. Now, if you think you would want it finer of a ground, go ahead, give it a few more whirls. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this a few more whirls in the spice grinder. I like mine to be ground up more into a powder. There, that's much better. Now, I'm just going to sit there and remove my little ground spice container. I'm going to grab my poultry seasoning container, and we're just going to sit there and dump all these seasonings right on into my little poultry seasoning container. We'll be back when we're all done dumping our seasonings all in. Okay, I have it all back into our original poultry seasoning container. And there you go. That's how easy it is to make your very own poultry seasoning. Now be sure to give this recipe a try. Now, if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel out. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you always know when I do put out a video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatins'. Y'all come back now. You hear?